What's that word? What's that word, family? Hey, man, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. Is to the streets, is to the mother effing streets. It's your homeboy Low from the Go, and I'm back with another episode of Fast and Furious interviews. On today's show, ladies and gentlemen, yes, on today's show, ladies and gentlemen, we got a very special guest in the building. So why don't y'all put y'all hands together for my homeboy? Why don't you tell the people who you are and where you from, bro?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Tcmg Reddz. I'm from Philly, independent record label owner, artist, just trying to change, man, trying to change the world, man, trying to put Philly on the map with one of the hottest record labels, because I know people tired of going to New York and Atlanta. I'm trying to give people from Philly a record label that give them nothing but support, and realness. And that's what I'm about.
Okay, Reddz, why don't you tell the people about your latest project?
Okay, actually, I got me and my lady. We just did a joint called Long Night. We ain't put it out yet. We just recorded. We do a lot of little open mics to see how our music is. People love it. We drop it, but everything we have been dropping, people have been loving it. I got Dub Me out there, Whip It, but I got other music that I'm ready to drop. I got Jumanji. I got some heat for y'all.
Okay. So here on Fast and Furious interviews, I like to go all the way back, man. We're gonna rewind it all the way back in the time, man. 4th grade. What type of student was you back in 4th grade?
Straight A, honor roll. School was it for me. I love to learn. I still do love to learn. But what I can remember is living out Cali, going to school out there. The experience out there was kind of good. It's just different, from Philly. Cali, then coming to Philly. It's just a different experience. The school system was different. So it's like once I got here, I had to really put my A game on, and that's where I became, honor roll student. I went to Heston Elementary in Philadelphia. Honor roll, man. This thing was on fire.
So you moved to California from Philadelphia?
Yes, when I was like 1. From the story that I was told, because I lost my mom when I was 13. So, when I do sit with family, the little bit of family that I do have, and we conversate, they kind of sometimes we reminisce, and we just go back, and from what they was telling me, as a youth, I was a pretty cool dude, I was very respectable, but I was a child, so I was very mischievous. But I was besides that, I felt though I was a good kid. I know all kids are bad as hell, but I know I was terrible, but I feel as though I was a good kid.
All right, so you, moms and dad moved down to California?
Nah, this is me and mom.
What type of man was your daddy? Tell us about him.
Oof, man, yeah, not somebody that I would call a role model. To me, he get thumbs down. Terrible.
All right, why you say that about your father?
Because I feel as though if that dude was in our life, honestly, I feel as though that he could have been there to protect my mom, but he wasn't. So he don't get that dude is nothing to me.
All right, so you moved down to California with moms. What city did you move to?
East Palo Alto.
What was the difference between East Palo Alto and what was it, Philadelphia?
Yeah, the chickens on the side of the road. We never experienced that in Philadelphia till 2 years ago, and they just I seen chickens in somebody's yard, but besides that, I ain't never seen no chicken just walking in people's front yards, and then in the back they got a whole pigeon coop.
Say chickens, man. People what they cook their own chickens out there in Cali or something?
I don't know. I guess I was bad, and I love Big Mac so much that I guess that was the way for my mom to keep me from being bad. She would bribe me with Big Macs. So I don't know if they was eating their own chickens out there. I just had a lot of Big Macs.
All right, so you moved to California, man. Just you and mom alone. What did y'all stay at when y'all first moved out there?
Hotels.
How was she paying the bills?
She was working, doing nursing, stuff like that, like little odd jobs.
And you finally ended up getting a house. How was that?
It was good. It was better than hotels. You know, like had a fireplace, had a backyard with a dog. You know, like it was pretty cool. I loved it. You know, from what I could remember, I loved it.
So mom saved up all the money and was able to rent a house or buy a house or whatever?
Nah, mom put in that work, and you know, my mom was very beautiful, and I guess she attracted somebody that had money, and you know, that became my stepdad. And you know, he had a good job, and you know, honestly, he helped my mom a lot.
All right, so how old was you when you think you got that stepdad?
Like 4. That's what I'm saying. I was like in the school because I had a father that was like, school is where you need to be at. So, you know, I thank him.
Your stepdad, did his job like have him traveling a lot and stuff like that?
Nah, he stayed local. His job was just good. You know, back then in Cali, it's like, back then money wasn't a lot. So, you know, like $100 was something out there, you know. So it's like, yeah, he had a job that kept our lifestyle kind of nice.
All right, so you go to 7th, 8th grade, man. What was the difference between 7th, 8th grade and 4th grade?
Phew. My mom was there, you know, had more encounters with my mom than when I moved back to Philly.
When did you move back to Philly?
Had to be like 6, like between 5, 6, and 7. It was one of them. It's like it was so bad. Like I moved around like so much that when we finally got able to settle in, I kind of had to leave and come to Philly. So it's like I would bounce from school to school. So it's like I really couldn't finish out of a whole school year. So I would have to go to another school and like kind of start over, because we would leave like in the middle of the school year. So for the middle of the school year, I then missed half of the job, so I had to wait. So it's like once I came to Philly, then like my schooling became more permanent than it was when I was in California.
All right, so you know, we got to rewind just a little bit. How did you end up leave? How long did you stay in Cali?
I figure from 1 to about, like I said, either between 4 or 5, between 5, 6, or 7. Like it's been so long, like I don't remember exactly when I left, but I know I was old enough to remember getting on that plane and coming to Philly and not liking it because I wasn't with my mom. So, you know, it's like I don't have like real good memories. You know, it's just like I just got vague memories of, you know, stuff that I really don't want to think about. You know, I just wish I could have had more time with my mom than I did, because I probably would have had much more better memories than I do.